Black girl. Is it a black girl?
No, it's a white girl.
And was she rapping like a black girl?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what I assumed. All those things.
Yeah.
It's kind of I painted it for myself because that would be the most ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's something very special about poor white people that act like poor black people. There's a weirdness to it, man. There's like when they're serious, when like white dudes are like real serious about being street and acting black.
Yeah, but like, is it just a poor thing?
No, not necessarily. I mean, a little bit of it, sure. I mean, because their world interacts. You know, they're intertwined. You know, the communities, the poor white and poor black communities. I mean, poor people have to live where poor people live. You know, like when I lived in Jamaica Plain, there was a lot of poor white people and poor black people together. But it's just
in New York, right?
There's something weird when a dude has a clear affectation. You know, he just takes it on, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like he won't get crazy. You know, you won't get crazy, and like I've seen white guys talk like that, and you're like, wow, okay, there's no part of the country where white people talk like this.
You didn't see that on TV.
Yeah, this isn't like a rural Greensboro, South Carolina thing, and like, well, everybody in New York.
And they're from the north; they don't care. They're still talking like a southerner.
Yeah. I've seen guys do it, especially back in the '90s. There was a lot of guys that would, especially like involved in like when I was playing pool and I was going watching guys gamble on pool. There was always a lot of like these sort of thug type characters who were white guys that talked like black guys. That would even say nigger. They would say like, "This nigga think he gonna come here and take all our shit.
Like, what?
This nigga think he gonna come here and take all our shit. Show this motherfucker who's up. Show this motherfucker." And be like, "Wow, like this guy's." It's like an alien person. Like you're not just saying these things.
But do you think when that guy's saying that line, do you think he still feels it when he says the N-word? Do you think he still sort of like gets a little charged?
He's squirming a little. And I mean, he must be on OxyContins if he's not. You know, you're a white guy and you're saying nigger, and especially he had like, you know, like a really short shaved head, like almost like a skinhead, but like a little stubble on his head, you know. So it's like there's so much whiteness. There's whiteness all over your head. You don't need to have like a bunch of black hair where I look at you and it's curly hair and I'm like, maybe this guy's like part black or something. No, nothing. He was like super white.
None of that Jason Kidd.
And he's doing these things with his fingers, you know, where guys like shake their hand in the air where they talk. There's some weird thing like that where they hold their hand approximately forehead level and then they just shake it up and down, like palm, like knuckles out, and they shake their hand up and down. Yeah, it is almost like that. It's like a chip throwing his arms up in the air.
It's just progressed.
Do you think there are black guys like deep in the hood who talk super upscale white?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of black guys that would die to be white, and a lot of white guys that would die to be black. Most people in this world do not want to be who they are.
Yeah, they're like, everyone else has it so much easier.
Everybody else is cooler.
We will levy easiness as an insult. Dude, like, oh, your parents paid your way through college. Like, no, I had to. Like, you're like, so what? My parents worked hard and put me through college.
Yeah, is that bad?
But people want to believe everyone
want
like,
me to be smart.
Yeah, having it harder is the way cooler way to be. Why?
Yeah, for real. You ain't legit. You ain't street, son.
That's like those Stockton guys. Stockton's for real. It's like, well, then move.
Yeah, you shouldn't be there. It's a crazy place to live. You want to live where you can go to sleep and not worrying about fucking gunshots going through your window. You know?
It'd be nice. It's one thing you might be into.
Yeah. Well, some people are into thrills. Some people like that idea of thrills out of nowhere. Some people like living in Silver Lake and hearing sirens all the time. You know, there's people that like that. They feel like they're in the heart of like some sort of an artist colony.
Ari does.
Yeah, I drove Yusuf home the other day through Silver Lake, and there's some of those streets that look like straight ghetto.
Yeah, they
just
are.
Straight like what? With dogs walking over across the street with no tags at all.
Pit bulls. Yeah, Silver Lake's tricky, man. It's because you got a bunch of hipsters and they're living with a bunch of gangbangers, you know. And I think a lot of them must get robbed, right? Don't they?
Probably. You gotta have bars.
I'm always worried about Duncan because Duncan's like super into like living in those kind of areas.
He lives on this. He lives.
Has anyone even broken into any player's apartment?
But he's like the first guy to